to Andromeda, everybody. So, important episode last time, where we met the Angara on one of their worlds, Aya, that's kind of hidden. As they described it, the Scourge kind of cloaks it and prevents the Ket from invading. But the Ket are basically trying to wipe them out. They enslave them in large numbers. They're in a full-scale war with them on one of their worlds, and their world of origin is being plagued by the Scourge. The habitable land there, they're losing more and more every day. So one of the resistance members, one of the fighters who fights against the Kets, Jarl, has kind of joined our crew, maybe temporarily, on the condition that we help him with a couple of their missions, and as a result they'll grant us access to the Remnant Vault on Aya, which is kind of sacred land to them currently. One of their scientists actually has a lot of information about the vault, but they've unfortunately been captured by the Ket. Now, we did have a conversation with the Ket leader, who the Angara at least call the Archon, whether that's his actual title. We're not sure at this minute. So we have a choice of where to go, basically. So we can either go to Harvarl, which is their world of origin. It's more of like a science mission, I guess, where we're going to try and restore the atmosphere of the planet. Or we go to Voeld to help in the war on that planet. I don't know if it matters what order we do it in, but I definitely feel like going to Harvarl is a priority, because I feel like we might be able to make more significant progress there if we get rid of the Scourge, fix the atmosphere, rather than going to Voeld, which is already completely war-torn. So I feel like this world might get lost anyway, whereas I feel like we have a better chance, given our history of accessing the Remnant technology. I feel like this would be the best bet in terms of actually saving them and providing them a foothold and a safe world to bolster. Whereas completely pushing the Ket out of this planet feels quite difficult or unlikely. I don't know if we need to go and talk to all the crew. I don't know. I don't think we need to, but we need to level everyone up a little bit. Let's start with a Jarl, because we've not leveled him up at all. So let's start with resilience, because that's some nice defensive abilities. Melee damage and shield damage, health regeneration and shield regeneration. I'm happy with that. A rebel fighter. Let's get him. Let's get one in sticky grenade at least, because that's a basic ability for him. 18 points, so we won't have enough to activate this just yet. So weapon damage, power damage, power force. Yeah, sure, we can go for that. So then we've got 6 points left. Saps the electromagnetic fields. Okay, that sounds pretty important. We'll recharge speed. Okay. Sticky grenade. Oh, it's just okay. So that might be more useful than Liam's, because Liam's, they tend to relocate when he throws it. So let's pick that up. Actually, let's we'll get rank 2 here. I think we'll just get rank 1 in the sticky grenade for now. We'll get 2 in Rebel Soldier, and then we'll spend all the rest in resilience. Increases maximum. Okay, so 15% max shields, 15% shield regen, and 10% health and shield regen delay reduction. The top one sounds much better. Shields restored on a melee hit, or damage resistance. We'll deal with these other ones later. Let's go for the top one, that sounds better. Just because it's got 2 things with it. Right, we've got him upgraded. I prefer the defensive abilities first and foremost. 4 points for Liam. Again, I'm going to go into defensive, I think. Max shields, max health, max shields, and health regen. Yeah, I'll go for the top one, I think. Let's do this before we go. I'm not sure who I'm going to take. I feel like going to Harvarl, I feel like our best two will be Jarl and PB, because PB's the Remnant technology expert. And we've not had her out on a mission yet, have we? So, Duelist. I feel like she might be a little squishy. 40% health and shield regen, 40 delay reduction, 40% health regen, 40% shield regen, or just a bigger max. She feels like more of a backline, doesn't she? Like invasion, pull. She probably uses pistols. That's a tough one. We could really tank her up. Because there's two. That'd be 60% more health and 80% better shields. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the max, actually. Because she's backline, so I feel like the regen isn't as useful in the long run, because she's not going to take as much damage. We can always respec. Alright, Drac. I invested a lot in Blood Rage, didn't I? Melee damage and movement speed or health regen 150. Yeah, let's get that. Blood Rage just seems like what we want to be doing with him. Okay, let's invest in defense again. Max shields and health. She doesn't really do melee that much, does she? I'm gonna go for the top one. And Cora. Again, let's go defensive. Health regen and max shields, max health. She does do a lot of melee attacks. I feel like that's probably better. Okay, excelente. So let's make sure we've got the right... Yeah, let's go to Harvarl then. I think if we need to chat to anybody, Sam will tell us.
What do you make of the Angara, Doc?
Still compiling my first impressions, but even their body language is so emotional. I can't wait for my first session with Jarl.
Try not to scare him away, huh?
Yes?
Okay.
I'll be here if you need me.
Right, let's just see where Jarl is, actually. Right, Jarl's right here.
So, Jarl,
So,
we haven't had a chance to talk alone. You comfortable in here?
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. They are... you're... aliens.
Well, I guess, yeah, you know, kind of aliens to us as well.
And you're alien to us, so there. We have something in common.
We can look at it as a place to start.
Got it.
Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
Perhaps it had nothing to do with you.
Care to elaborate?
I do not.
How do you know Moshae Sefa?
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant. I was his student.
You studied the Remnant too?
A little. I was terrible. I quit. Or she threw me out. One of those. We're still very close.
So, is that your rifle?
It is now. It's Ket,
All right.
with my own modifications. I like to tinker, to get my hands on something and take it apart.
That's a skill I know we can use. But I have one request. Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting. There's something unique about you. Uneasy, raw, but somehow profound.
He's changed his
Face
tune a
value?
bit.
That sounds like a compliment. A nice one.
It is. Angara feel deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them. I should get back to my work.
Until next time, this will be fun. What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah, he's interested.
When we have downtime, I'd love to watch you work.
Uh-oh.
Sure. I could show everyone.
No. Just
no.
us. So we can get to know each other better, or just share a hobby.
Oh, of course.
Good. Good.
Yes?
Tell me about yourself.
What's your story, Joel? Tell me about yourself.
Why?
Well, why wouldn't you? You hiding something?
Maybe. That would only make sense.
Alright, me first.
I was born on Earth, third planet of the Sol system in the Milky Way.
That's interesting. Thank you. That's enough. Until we've established a better trust with each other.
Okay, fair enough. Right, let's head to Harvarl. We'll check in with everyone on board after we've done a main mission.
Aya has so much biodiversity and the waterfalls.
Just like Sirkesh.
We might have a problem. I was running some numbers, mass balances and such. The Tempest is carrying about 70 kilos of extra mass. I think something's aboard that doesn't belong.
Something dangerous?
Is it a problem that we're carrying extra mass?
Not mechanically, but something heavy and unexplained. That's not good.
Unexplained?
Our internal sensors aren't getting anything, but they're not as powerful as a Pathfinder's scanner. Can you take a look?
Alright.
Alright, I'll look around the ship and see what I can find.
Anomalies.
No extra mass in the airlock. Too bad. It'd be easy to get rid of it.
Right, I'm just going to check our loadout before I do this. Oh yeah, I've got this cryo gauntlet. Yeah, let's give that a try actually. We've got the deep impact and the cyclone. Right, let's just do a quick recce around the ship then. Because we don't want to get involved with all this extra mass if we don't have to, right? Maybe it's in Giles' room. Is that the same thing we just scanned?
None of the equipment in here would produce extra mass readings.
Oh, Cora's not in here. I mean, it'd probably be down in the cargo bay, right? What was that picking up?
Bridges 4, engine rooms aft.
Ah, there you are.
Oh.
Gotcha.
You talking into the engine?
Do I need to get Lexi to do a psych review?
Maybe. People have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it.
What were we supposed to do, buddy?
Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game, bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost, heads up. We should play sometime.
Yeah, I'm down.
Willing to put your streak on the line?
Huh. I'll risk it. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
I'm down for that. I will mollywop you at poker, unless it's rigged. What the hell's this? Inoperative. Angaran technology and other tinkering. This couch. Yeah. What was that giant beat? These goods are earmarked for use in trade negotiation. Is it just this that's beeping? No, there's something else here. Oh, right.
Got it. Suvi, that extra mass is behind the storage room bulkhead.
Behind it?
It looks like a construction mech welded right into the hull.
Scanning the parts has activated an audio log.
I think I know what that's about, Ryder. Come up to the bridge.
Alright. Bizarre. Alright. We'll do this and then we'll go on our mission. Hello?
Those parts you found welded in the storage room. I recognize them.
From where?
They belong to the ship's lead designer, Lucille Diawara. She broke her back during construction. But Lucille wouldn't abandon her ship. She converted a construction mech into a rig she could wear. She must have welded it into the hull. Her artist's signature.
Why?
600 years later, the power's run out. Suvi detects it.
Sam, didn't you find an audio log with Lucille's rig? Can you play it?
Sam found my construction gear then. Well done. One of you Pathfinders got the Tempest. Mason Barrow, Zevin Reka, Matriarch Ishara, Alec Ryder. You were the best of us.
Oh, those are the names of the Pathfinders. So Mason Barrow is probably the Turian, Zevin Reka, the Asari, and obviously... Oh no, Matriarch. A Matriarch is Asari, sorry. Oh right, I'm not sure then. I was like, oh, Matriarch is the Solarian, but that's Dalatrus, not Matriarch. So Matriarch Ishara is the Asari. Maybe Zevin is the Turian, Mason Barrow the Solarian. Yeah, I wonder if the others are still around.
Dad's gone. Makes you wonder how many other Pathfinders made it.
We'll find out. It's what you do.
Take care of my ship and each other. Whatever is in Andromeda, you're the Milky Way to them. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep.
I never thought I'd hear Lucille's voice again.
She really cared about the Pathfinders. Enough to give them her rig. For luck.
Yeah. Belongs here. Yeah.
Lucille made it a part of the Tempest. Let's keep it that way.
I'll see to it, Ryder.
Thanks. Now let's go make her proud.
Oh man, that was quite poignant. You know, and I guess a lot of Solarian reflection on life can be quite poignant because they have such a short life, right? Alright. Let's do this. Aya. Aya is a small and lush tropical world. Its unique position, hidden by both the Scourge and Helios's black hole, has allowed it to go undetected by the Care. Oh, it's completely undetected. Alright. I just thought maybe they knew about it but couldn't navigate there because their ship's too big. Aya is a sovereign world of the Angara. All initiative personnel must conform to early contact protocols.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Brilliant. Now let's do all this before we leave. Albiro, Dastignol, Fetvun.
I'm picking up something.
Oh, it's a satellite.
Probe away. Satellite detected.
Oh, it's Ket. A Ket satellite is well concealed low in Sanseshiel's orbit. Doubtless designed to observe Angaran activities in the system, disabling it permanently is a simple task. 50 Helios research data. Oh, Biro.
Anomaly detected.
You can usually see these without scanning, which I really like. Not this time though.
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Graphite? Sure. Oh, I didn't read the planet. Obiro's surface is primarily composed of iron, but mountains rich with less common metals dot the landscape. Scans indicate the Angara have often sent mining expeditions here. Mayrav. The Angara have established a research station on the boiling, toxic surface of Mayrav, but it appears unmanned and in danger of destruction. Perhaps the Angara lack the resources to maintain it. Probably. Fair point. Every century, Fetvun's orbital path takes it dangerously near a stretch of scourge. It appears to be bleeding atmosphere as a consequence. Whoa! So, we fully explored Onayan. We're obviously going to get to go back to Aya. Meet the resistance on Vorweld. Wait, that's not what we want to do. Is it? No, we want to go to Harvarl. Oh, it's over here. Sorry. Okay, so we've got 6 new systems open to us. We've got the Farang and the Jureda, Sabeng, Joba, Null, and Nalesh. Interesting. Right, let's head to the Farang system. Flies straight through the scourge.
Home. Our ancestors came from this system. From Harvarl. It looks so small from here.
Anomaly detected. Probe away.
What, the star
I
itself?
found something.
Comet Dawnstar. This comet is rich in the empirically useful nephrite, although other elements have complicated exploration. Very bright, but a second orbit is unlikely. Best to mine it for other purposes. Platinum. Okay, there's only 3 of these, so let's just grab these.
I'm picking up something.
Sulfur, iron, and plutonium compose the bulk of Ylphane's surface. Its powerful storms shift in magnitude as it orbits around the gas giant Yednoa.
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Graphite. Osbar. Oh, that's like a double planet. Pospar. The immense and fiery Pospar is described in certain Angaran texts as the guardian of Farang, protectively circling the bright star until the day both. Cool. What? Farum. Looks like a garden world. Or an ammonia.
Anomaly detected.
Farum's carbon dioxide and argon atmosphere is inhospitable to most life, as are ocean temperatures which, in sunlight during the proper season can reach boiling point. What's this? A crater?
Probes launched. Anomaly found.
Biomatter growth. Thriving on Farum where little else can, massive fungal forests stretch kilometers in the moist and hot air. Nice. What did we get? Just XP. We'll level up when we set foot on Harvarl. Doesn't look good. Very large polar ice cap, right? The ancestral home of the Angara is a lush jungle planet. However, scans detect plant life on Harvarl exhibiting maladaptive, unsustainable growth patterns. The abnormal mutation suggests something is terribly wrong with Harvarl's ecology. Let's do it. Let me just double check I've not picked up any extra mods. No. I'm going to try out this Cryo Gauntlet. It might be a bad idea. We've got the Deep Space Explorer set on now. Okay, we've got Disruptor ammo at the minute. Stun enemies and deal large bonus damage to shields. And that's damage to armor. So I don't know, I don't think we'll be dealing with Ket. I feel like we're going to be dealing with that nationalist faction of the Angara. So I think that might be shields. I could be wrong. Boosts accuracy, damage reduction, recharges all powers. That is really good. Let's keep the Disruptor ammo. I'm just going to think that... But shield capacitors, I'm gonna go for an overdrive pack. That seems pretty OP, so... We can customize the Nomad. Oh, these are paint jobs. Labyrinthine pattern. Simple pattern. Tachanka grit. Or the Midas touch yellow. Quite like the yellow, you know. It's more of a gold, but still. I'm thinking in terms of colour schemes that I want for Ryder. I might go with a silver colour scheme, but we'll stick with the green for now. Green and orange. Alright, I think we're done.
Sending the nav point for Dar Palev.
Oh, I didn't change the squad.
Should be.
Fuck. Oh, I'm such an idiot, man.
It used to be an Angaran town. There'll be landing pads and good sightlines for a safe approach.
Anomaly on the sensors. Something big, possibly hostile, taking evasive action.
Wait, I don't think his...
Oh, it's the flying things.
Well, that's something you don't see back home.
Bringing us in.
I'll reload to change the squad. Okay, I reloaded. We've got Jarl and Peavy with us now. Because I think, you know, we're going to be dealing with remnant stuff here. Right, now let's just have a preliminary look at the map. A lot of stuff. A memory trigger, ancient wreckage, forward station drop point, the remnant abyss. Jesus. Another drop point. Kirandal's. Okay, Kirandal's research team was studying on Harvarl's monoliths when they triggered a strange remnant stasis field. It kept them in a frozen state, alive, but unresponsive. Okay, cool. Let's head straight to our objective then for the time being. We might be a little squishy with this team. We've got no major damage dealer like
Whoa! Look at all these
Cora.
plants. The vault must be fully operational here.
It is beautiful. But the wilds can also be deadly.
I can see that. There's enemies everywhere. And without Drac either, we're kind of... the responsibility is going to fall on me to be the damage dealer here. So we're going to have to take some risks. Oh, I leveled up as well, didn't I? I leveled up. Oh yeah, so I said I was going to put points into shotguns. So that we could get our hands on combat fitness. So I'm going to have to save up those 2 points. Oh, okay. Soldier profile. Have they got points? Yeah, but... Alright, let's give him a sticky grenade upgrade. Peebs. Duelist. Yeah, just some more damage. Useful. Oh, I know I've got 2 points. Right. We're not really going to use them. Now let's stick to the path for the time being. He's got his sniper rifle, as Peeb's got a pistol. Yeah. Are these friendlies? Alarv research station. Hello? Hi there. You've never seen a human before. You're not worried. Alright, let's go introduce ourselves. Hopefully Jarl will do that for us. Are these guys not like freaking out over humans being here? This device, an ionic cleaning chamber. This device cleans artifacts using gentle ion pulses which remove dirt and debris while keeping the delicate relic intact.
None of these readings show any change. How could there not be a change? Jarl, what are you doing here, in the company of these people?
Kiran, this is Pathfinder Ryder, from a long way away. Ryder, Kiran Dals, lead scientist at Dar Palev.
Honor to meet you.
I am honored to meet you, as a representative of the Andromeda Initiative.
Are all their people this formal?
I don't think so. Where's the rest of the team? Ryder has experience with Remnant. We might be able to help their investigations.
You haven't heard? While the team was exploring the monolith, something went terribly wrong. They were caught in some kind of remnant stasis field, frozen in place, unresponsive.
Let me help.
I know how to work remnant tech. I can help you.
Ryder has seen a vault and apparently reset it. Somehow.
Ocean of fish, one will have gems in its mouth. But if you think the alien can help, I'll set skepticism aside. The monolith is not far from here. See what you can do, but be careful. We don't know what triggered the stasis, and it may happen again.
Alright. We've got a side quest here from Rochelle. Mr. Veer. Mrs.
I heard the advisory that you'd be out here. It didn't prepare me to meet you.
The name's Ryder. I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
They say you want to help us. I wonder what you're prepared to do.
Whatever it takes.
If it gets me on your good side, I'm in.
That's reassuring, assuming you mean well. My name is Rochelle Veer. I'm an archaeoastronomer. I study our ancient cultural records for stellar phenomena. I piece together lost knowledge of ages past. My goal is to find undiscovered colonies we lost contact with, potential allies against the Ket.
Nice.
You think there might be Angara worlds you don't know about?
That's what I was trying to learn.
Wow.
Then this happened.
Yeah.
I was away when the disaster struck. I thought my home was destroyed, and all my research with it, but I just learned part of the building survived. I'm trying to recover my research data, but the wildlife won't let me near my old home.
What sort of wildlife?
These house guests, I assume they're of the hungry variety?
The structure has become a breeding ground for insects and predators, too many to face alone.
Sure.
Your work is too important to lose. Let's get it back.
I'll provide my home's location. Just recover my research materials from the computer. I'll remain in contact with you by comm. Thank you for this.
Communications terminal. An update, translated from Shailesh. Good to hear the Ket haven't reached your research post. We're not so lucky here. They're practically swarming the old temples trying to dismantle the remnant tech. We're trying to fight them off, but even with the resistance reinforcements, there are just too many of them. Commander called the retreat. I know you had your eye on those temples, but there's nothing we can do. We're closing the area down, no one goes in and nothing comes out. Be careful, Kieran. It's a tough world out there. Garrett. A crash site. Luge. Thanks so much for bringing this to my attention. A crash site that well preserved. I'd give anything to see it. I'll see if I can send someone capable to check it out. It'll probably be well protected. And please make sure Torvar doesn't hear about it. I know he'll want to take a look himself, and he's not equipped to deal with the danger involved. I'll never forgive myself if he got injured trying to help. Stay safe over there. Wishing you sunny skies, Avella. Difficult request. Kieran, I'm sure you heard about the attack on Site 7. The loss of Dr. Virashov was a blow to the entire science community, and now many of Site 7's researchers are displaced and in need of a new post. Most will head to Aya for recovery, but some want to continue working here on Harvarl. I recommend your camp as suitable transition point. I know resources are thin, but your site's the only one the Ket have ignored. I don't want to put these people in danger so soon after they witness the death of their superior. And I'm sure you could use the help on your monolith project. Think it over and give me your response tomorrow. Stay safe, Mendal. Okay, so there are Ket here. Kieran, you're safe, right? I heard the Ket attacked the old city again. I know you're on the other side of the planet, but that's still too close. Between the wildlife and the remnant, Harvarl's a dangerous place. Marley and Nestar worry about you. I worry about you. Your work's important, I understand that, but promise your old mother that if the Resistance tells you to evacuate, you'll listen. None of this knowledge is worth the risk nonsense. I mended too many of your broken bones when you were young. It's time you give me a break. This is your mother who misses you. A report from Aya. Rochelle, I've attached the data gathered from our efforts on Aya to map the Scourge. We found a few irregularities during our research, dust mostly, but you may want to look into it. If the material isn't a match for any worlds in Helios, it would support your theory on colony worlds. This is all speculation, of course. You need to send someone out there to collect samples, but I figured it's worth a shot. If we're going to solve the mystery of our past, we need to work together. Stars guide you. Mariko.
Available. Emergency support for cat attacks. All of them. Old man Luge. What's he doing here?
Mineral cache, thank you.
What?
You alright?
Is everything alright? You seem distressed.
Would you like a reward for that astute observation?
Sure.
You're that alien visitor that came to Aya asking about our vault.
You've heard of me.
Who hasn't? When strange new species turn up, reports spread fast. After the Ket, you can't be too careful.
Fair enough.
Luge Anson, historian with the Repository of History, Aya. Listen, if there's nothing you need, could you go away? I'm busy trying to get transport off this cursed planet.
Why do you want to leave?
Why did you come here from Aya?
Kieran's team found some remnant relics while digging around the old ruins. I was sent to collect them for the repository. It shouldn't have taken more than a day, but things never go according to schedule, do they?
Can you tell me anything about the ruins?
You mentioned remnant ruins. Are there lots of remnant here?
Yes. If you've been out in the jungle, you might have seen some of it. We think the ruins were part of a vast remnant complex. We've seen evidence of hallways that wound through the area, both above and below the ground. Generations ago, our people took shelter in what we found here. That's how Palev was established.
Were there no hostile remnant machines?
None, according to the histories. We found artifacts, of course. Bits of things that we could study. But they say it was like moving into an empty home.
What can you tell me about your homeworld?
You don't seem to like Harvarl very much.
Harvarl's other regions suit me just fine. But here...
Okay.
Oh no. I don't do well in this fierce wilderness. You think these shelters keep you safe? They don't. Woke up this morning and found a thorny vine wormed its way into my bunk.
Yeah, that's gross.
I'm stranded here because a branch pierced my shuttle's power core.
Yeah, fierce nature, right?
I won't bother you further.
Very well. Watch out for plants while you're out there. Vicious things.
I just wanted to quickly check what I had assigned on which. Right, charges on R1. Okay. Okay, so have I got the right objective set here? Yeah, trapped in the monolith. Let's just beeline it. Not beeline it, but you know what I mean. Let's head to the main objective first. It's not too far away. I don't think any of the side objectives are going anywhere. But how do we get up there? Let's try and plot a route, maybe. Okay, we need to go around the outside. Look at this place, man. The purples, the kind of turquoisey blues. Any plant life we can scan? I love that sound in the background. This looks like a way in. We've got a cave entrance. Or not.
Watch out for Rokar and Garen fanatics that hate aliens.
Oh, I knew it.
That means you.
Charming.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Got some company over there. Okay, some more. Okay, a datapad. Message to Avella. I know you told me not to go near the ancient crash site that surfaced, but I had to give it a shot. You were right, too difficult to get there. Remnant chased us off before we got halfway down to the ravine. Hopefully you can get here yourself. You were always good at dodging those machines, though I don't know how safe it'll be with those outsiders roaming around, the spiky ones. Have you seen them? I don't know how to feel about it. I got off track. The point is, if you were right, we're still studying the monolith, but I'll let you know if we find anything you can mention in the repository, Torvar. So these are probably the loyalists, the nationalists, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I'm not getting in a fight right this second. I think we might not have a choice though. No, this is wildlife. Okay, overkill, Matt. Flipping heck. Okay, this is good. I like this gun as well.
Got them all.
The cooldowns are pretty generous on these as well, particularly on charge.
Okay, I've never described a mushroom as pretty.
Targets eliminated!
Let's be careful around the native flora. Okay, everyone?
If you get any fungal slime on your skin, I suggest you wash it off immediately.
Good to know. Right, we've already got robots. Got him. Oh! Oh, this gun is awesome. Back off. Man, charge. Oh, that's so much better, isn't it? I should have picked it up as soon as I could. I like this gun. I like having the shotgun. I'm digging this. I think we can be pretty effective here. Let's just get some ammo. A nullifier. The nullifier anchors into the ground and launches energy projectiles that pass through solid objects. While anchored, the nullifier is difficult to damage. Yeah, we'll see about that. Bioluminescent mushroom. The Angara call this the Aleshajan Gut, literally translated as moon-faced death. This toxic, non-edible fungus contains a chemical compound that wreaks havoc on the Angaran nervous system. Probably ours too. Okay, I feel I know we've lowered the difficulty, so it might be that, but the ability to just charge in now is really good. Right, can I save it at all? Yeah, we can still save it. Let's quickly save here.
Found them. The researchers caught in the stasis field. Exactly where Kieran said they would be.
Vital signs imply a relaxed state, much like sleep. Brainwave activity and metabolism are greatly slowed, but haven't ceased entirely, so they would die eventually. We're missing glyphs.
Looks like it isn't filled in yet.
The Juris glyph. The data in this glyph is structured via a root stem leaf organizational mode. It could be describing a philosophical argument taken to many conclusions, or an ecosystem laid out from bacteria to higher animals. Was there a second one? Magnitude glyph.
Let's solve this thing.
This glyph's data contains a mathematical structure for easily describing immense measurements of volume, time, and distance. It appears whoever designed these glyphs expected to use such structures frequently. Alright, let's do some Sudoku. And hopefully not fail at it this time. Alright. That works, right? Yeah, that works. Okay. I think we're good. Hey.
Reading of the monitors and... Scatting stars! What? Who are you? How did...
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks isn't necessary. Just doing my job.
More aliens? Out of nowhere? And Jal? Do none of you remember getting frozen? Frozen? I don't understand. We were just working on the monolith and then you appeared.
You should return to Palev. Kieran will want to speak to you.
Maybe you're right. Oh, I feel a head splitter coming on. We should make sure they return to the station. Who knows what lingering effects they might suffer from.
True. What, are we not escorting them?
This Sam of yours, in your head, how is it allowing you to interface with the Remnant?
Sam helps with analysis and translation, among other things. It's complicated.
Adaptive Remnant Core Device. The adaptability of this rare device suggests that it may actively bridge other Remnant systems in a way we can't yet emulate. It provides significant research potential for initiative technologies. Okay, this is a dead end, isn't it? I didn't realise. Well, at least I thought it was. Yeah. Alright, this is a dead end, so maybe we should fast travel back to Can we fast travel? No. I can fast travel back to here. Or I can fast travel back here. I really hate fast traveling. We're pretty close, aren't we? Let's just run back. I'll try not to engage in any combat if we don't have to. I just don't want to miss a story thing that's, you know, a dynamic thing that's connected into us going back on foot the way we would actually go. Yeah, this is just wildlife, I think. We don't need to pay any mind to them. Central Wilds.
Don't know what caused that fire, but let's be careful.
Alright.
Don't stay here, visitor. It's not safe, and I can't be responsible for you. You should have warned me you were coming.
And you are?
What are you doing here?
Making sure the fires don't get worse. I'm a surveyor and engineer from the station.
Just put them out then.
I need to divert fuel from the pipes buried here.
Oh, right.
Cut off the flames eventually.
How did it start?
What caused these fires? Is there an emergency?
This dye used to be a much larger settlement. Wildlife overtook it. Destroyed above and below. Plant roots ruptured an underground fuel pipeline. A stray spark lit these fires.
I'll get going. Be careful.
You too. Ishari. That went well.
Fuel line fire. Avoid standing in the fire. Thanks! Well, Sam's always full of helpful advice, like don't stand in fire. Nickel, sure. Oh, fair enough. It led me to a container. Alright, we're doing alright for time. We can turn the forward thing here. That's why I can fast travel.
Automated forward station deployment.
Acquired 2 Andromeda viability points. Harvarl viability increased by 2%. Oh, I think it's a window. Right. Let's go and talk to the scientists.
You don't feel any different?
I don't think so. Why? Do you?
My mind feels clouded, but I don't know if I'm just tired.
They do have a... Their accents are sort of similar to Javik's, aren't they? A little bit. Kieran?
What do you mean, grey spiky aliens? Ket?
No. These were different. We were doing a survey of the area and saw them
Interesting.
before the freeze.
You mean Turians? You saw Turians?
Oh no.
Why don't you and Torvald talk about that later? Right now, I want to thank you for saving my team.
You weren't lying. Kieran told us everything. She even had pictures.
I apologize for the indifferent welcome you received from me earlier.
Yeah, I understand. But this is the one thing I really I don't necessarily like is there being Milky Way races, you know, the deserters or whatever you want to call them, who left the Nexus. I just think it's silly. I just think in this going to a new galaxy, I don't think there's any way anyone would leave the Nexus. I just don't. I just think it feels a bit gamey. You know, they need to introduce some like more enemy variety. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not giving it enough credit.
Don't worry about it. You had no reason to trust me. The last aliens you met were Ket.
Ryder, what you have done here, your remnant understanding and your Sam should convince Ephra you're an asset. We should speak to him as soon as we can. Perhaps on the Tempest?
Kieran, I've been thinking, if Ryder can use remnant, couldn't we fix the monoliths? Stop Harvarl's decline.
Harvarl's decline?
This will take time to explain. We can discuss it further when you have time. And don't forget to talk to Torvar about those. What did you call them? Turians?
Okay. Yeah, so we spoke to Kieran. Spoke to Kieran Dals about Harvarl's problems. Yeah, let's do that.
You were saying something about the planet being in decline?
It doesn't look like it, but Harvarl is sick. It started here, uncontrolled mutations in organic life, killing some, turning others into poison. We're starting to see the same elsewhere. The planet's ecosystem is crumbling, slowly but surely.
It's the monoliths. There are only 2 of them when there should be 3.
Okay, what about the vault?
There's so much life here. Your vault must be working.
In some fashion, most likely. But the monoliths are responsible for propagating the vault's instructions across the planet.
Right, they're working
With
too
only
much.
2 out of 3 monoliths working, the instructions are imbalanced. So life is imbalanced. We've never tried asking the sages. There could be something in their oral history.
Stars. Those superstitious hermits don't care about modern Angara. You know that.
Sages.
You saw the projections for the planet's survival. What do we have to lose?
Okay, so are these like druids or something?
Sages? Oral histories?
On Mithratha, that old remnant edifice over there. They trace their families back to a time just after the Scourge. They believe isolation will maintain the purity of the histories by preventing contamination by modern thought. Basic sense. They probably don't even understand or care that Harvarl's dying.
Okay, it's worth a try.
If asking your sages doesn't work, we'll be back here. So, what's the harm in it?
The trek up Mithratha's teeming with Remnant. Most of us don't attempt it, but maybe you could do it. Follow the Remnant River, and keep your head. I'd hate to hear something terrible happened in pursuit of some ancient legend.
Find the entrance to Mithratha, the sanctuary. Yeah, I'd like to do stuff while we're here rather than planet hopping straight away. But let's so another recover data from Rochelle's personal console. Yeah. Okay. Wasn't there someone else we wanted to speak to? Torvar. Friend?
Good to see you again, Pathfinder.
You too. You said you saw some Turians.
You said you saw Turians in the jungle?
Is that what they're called? We didn't know. We just kept out of sight. They crashed here, I think.
Are they alright?
Were they alright? Or are they still alive?
Still alive? I don't know. We were stuck in that stasis field for a while. I guess they could still be out there. Unless they tried to eat something. Or the rocker got them.
Oh right, I didn't think it could be the Ark.
And you can go see for yourself.
Okay, that's great. Take back what I said, moaning about the rebels and all that. You know anything about the sages? Yeah, so if that's the Turian Ark, that's a really important lead.
Mithratha and the sages. Tell me more about that.
We don't know much. They limit their interactions with everyone else. Even when they need to trade, they say very little. Kieran's probably ashamed I even brought them up. It's just that I once heard... Stars, you'll mock me.
No, I won't.
I won't mock or tease. You have my word. Please go on.
When I was small, I overheard a story the sages tell of a man who lived through the Scourge. The Scourge shut down the monoliths on all planets. The vaults stopped working. But this man understood Remnant. They don't know how. And he did something. He's the reason the vault and the two monoliths worked for as long as they did. And if the tale's true...
Maybe they know the location of the third monolith.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay. How's the research?
Before you got caught in that stasis field, Kieran says you were studying the monolith. What did you learn?
There's a vault here. When the Scourge hit, it took down some functionality. It's still working to some extent, but with only 2 out of 3 monoliths, the system is off balance.
And you can't reset it without the third one.
Exactly. We hoped that with enough understanding of the monoliths, we could attach our own tech to it, correct it somehow. But progress is slow. Too slow.
Alright, mate, that was very helpful. Thanks.
We can speak more later.
I'll be here.
Right, so those are some pretty interesting threads. Let's have a look on the map. So this is Rochelle's personal console. That's pretty close by. Scanning for minerals. Not particularly interested in that unless we're already in the area. This is Mithrava. Where do we find the sages? Okay, Turians are over here. Another drop point, so that'll be a fast travel point. There probably is a way in here. It looks like there might be, but... So where do we maybe find the sages then? Did it not say? Or is that this? It's probably this, isn't it? So. Right, that is fascinating. I've not leveled up, have I? No. Alright guys, I am going to leave that episode there. We've come to Harvarl, we've saved the scientists, which is it seems like that's enough to get us in the good graces of the Resistance on Aya. But I really want to explore more. We've got some leads on some Turians. I hope it's to do with the Ark, the Turian Ark, and not to do with people who've, the Rebel, or whatever they were called, people from the Nexus. It could be, but I suppose there wouldn't be a lot of Turians. So if there was a large group of Turians, it's more likely to be the Ark, which is great. And we'll explore all these kind of branching paths here on Harvarl. I'm really enjoying. The combat is so much better with charge. It's making me considering putting the difficulty back up, but we'll play through Harvarl first on medium. But it seems like that's made things a lot more manageable. But we've not really fought any Ket, or we only fought some Remnant, and they're a touch easier to deal with than the Ket. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. We'll leave it there. Leave me a like if you did, and just remember, everybody, never trust an uncrate. I'll see you next time.